then you get the option to range this weapon so you fire accurately at different ranges. But at 200 meters, it will pretty much be the same whatever you do. Okay, Viking, go ahead and hose down some of these targets. Okay, ceasefire.
Covered.
Notice what Viking did there. He fired short 3-round bursts. Essentially, whatever you want, whenever you get into combat with this weapon, you want to fire short bursts. You've probably seen Black Hawk Down where they fucking fire 20-round bursts all the time. That's not necessary. Essentially, the only thing that happens is the first 3 rounds are going to hit something, and the next 15 rounds are just flying all over the place. You want to use short, accurate bursts. Okay, Def, let it rip. You didn't set your range there.
It's a bit close.
Yeah, it's not coming up for me, sorry.
Godan, can I ask about something?
Yeah.
You said I could change the range. How did I do that on M2?
It should be either numpad enter or shift V.
I think it's actually a scroll wheel menu.
Yeah, it should be on your action menu.
Okay, guys.
Try that.
Alright, okay.
I got a question of the 50 cal later.
Okay, one thing you want to notice about the Mark 19, especially the Mark 19, it's very sensitive to range. Especially, you notice that if you use your M2 or 3 and fire at ranges, if you just put in 50 meters wrong, then you're hitting at a completely different area. Same goes for the Mark 19.
Right, well I'm set at 400 at the moment, and I've got the sight that I'm aiming on, but that fell way short. I don't know if I'm using the wrong target here.
You need, first off, you need to put it at 200 meters. Right.
I can only put it at 300.
I'll try and fire one out.
Okay. Just aim down a little bit.
Otherwise, let me try.
There you go.
Yeah, that was
There we go. Yeah, that's one thing you want to do with the Mark 19. If you're not sure about the range, you want to shoot onto the target and then hold them down, because Mark 19 has very limited ammo due to the size of those rounds. So you want to spare that ammo. But once you get sighted on a target, you can with one fucking trigger squeeze, you can hose down an entire squad, killing them. Okay, actually, Yaxo, can you oversee that all of them get some range time on these guns? I'm gonna spawn a couple of other weapons, and we're gonna go into marshalling forces and shit like that.
Got a short question about the 50 cal.
Yeah.
Is every third round to fire a tracer?
Depends on how it's loaded. It should either be every third round or every 5 rounds.
I see.
Okay, guys, this is how we're gonna do it. Everyone get in line behind me.
You mean column or line? Huh.
Yeah, column. Okay. Okay, now the front man.
For the vehicles that are firing.
Now the front man is gonna go in the Mark 19. Second man is gonna go in the M2. Now what we're gonna do from here on is pretty much front man is gonna go into the Mark 19. They're both gonna do some firing. Not now, not now, not now, not now. Viking, Viking, Viking.
Yep.
Come back here.
You said the
now.
front man.
Yeah, but now,
Yes,
yeah.
I also said not now 20 times.
Sorry.
They're both gonna get some range time, these guys. Then the guy in the Mark 19 is gonna go to the M2. You're gonna go to the Mark 19. You guys see how this is a very logical cycle?
Oh, seriously?
Okay. Then toad ball is at the back, so once toad ball is done, we should all have some range time on both guns. So yeah, Jagar, shoot some targets.
Roger.
That's it. And truck on the left. Okay, nice. Okay, ceasefire. Meta. You know what to do.
Okay. Hi.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I generally just use the center of my screen to aim. It's more of a guessing thing. Yeah. A few more rounds on the truck on the left. Yep, that's it. Okay. Switch through. Jaguar? Yeah, we're gonna have you do the Mark 19 at end. We're just gonna do the standard cycle now. Okay, so Viking,
Yep.
you go into the Mark 19. Meta, you go into the M2. Meta?
Copy.
Meta? Yeah. Hey guys, see? Guy from the Mark 19 is now in the M2. Guy from the M2 is in the back.
It's gonna take a while.
Yaxo,
Okay,
can you chop the
Meta.
guys that have fired to me?
Okay, whoever already has fired both will go to God Hand. Okay, so Meta, fire some rounds, kill some shit. Okay, nice, she's fire. Viking, you know what to do.
Yep, copy.
Nice shooting. Truck on the left.
Copy.
Ah, yeah. You got it, you got it. Okay, cycle through.
God damn it.
Ready.
Everyone, once you've been in both guns, you go to okay, good shooting, Viking. Tazel.
Yep.
Show off.
It looks beautiful.
Okay, shoot a bit on the truck. Yeah. Okay, nice. Okay, cycle. Why does this seem like a clusterfuck? Why are the two dark side and dark side? Why are you guys not in line?
I wasn't on the second guy. Somebody was in front of me and took this.
Oh well. Yeah. Okay, Tazel, you got some rounds on?
Yep.
Okay, Pavel, your turn. Tazel, continue to God Hand.
Cool,
We can
dropping in turn.
tell this next guy what he's doing.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
Meta, on me.
You see the MRAP? There's a
Yep.
minigun on top of it.
Little tank.
Yep.
Like it.
The minigun you aim with tracers because you got no sights on it.
Yep.
Okay?
Should I go in and shoot or?
No, I'm gotta go in, then you tell the next one when he arrives.
Okay. Follow my tracers!
Can you hear me, Meta? Oh, you can't.
There you go.
No, just waiting for the next.
Cool.
Unless you want to tell him. Ah,
You can...
Favo! The MRAP
Tazel.
has a minigun and no sight, so you shoot with tracers. I go first and you can go.
Actually, the good thing about domination is the fact that you can practice these things.
Yeah.
And after you're finished, you can tell the other guy. Yeah, not too close to the tank.
Have you read my server seeded?
Yeah, I've read it.
Oh, nice. Maybe we should walk behind the tank instead. That backblast is evil.
Yeah. Come a bit closer.
Stand right in front of it.
Alright, Decro. Is the minigun clear?
Yep.
You can try it.
There's no sight, so you have to use tracer frame.
Explain to the next guy what he's doing.
We're doing that.
What did I miss at the beginning because I was late?
I got banned, so I was actually also late.
Okay.
I poked every guy in the primary server, and then I got banned for spamming.
Okay, you guys, have you done the minigun?
Yep.
Okay. Now, so before you have the M1A2 Tusk, which is the Abram designed specifically for urban combat. This weapon is armed with first off 120mm smoothbore cannon. It also has a 7.62 machine gun coaxially mounted. The loader has a 7.62 machine gun, and the commander has a heavy machine gun in a crow system. So he's essentially a sniper. The way these systems work are with the main gunner has what's called an FCS system. So wherever you aim and zoom in, and press tab twice, then you get an exact range to the target, and the gun will auto align, so it's gonna hit on that range. Make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay. Even though when you move.
Yeah. So try that out, guys.
Another thing to mention, the FCS also has a panic key. It's B. It automatically sets the range to 1,200 meters.
Good note.
Are we clear to use heats or rounds or just MG?
Yeah, just fire. Just whenever that gun is servoing, do not stand next to it, because the overpressure will fuck you
We're
up.
not finding anything armored, right?
I haven't tried the minigun. Can I try the minigun?
Oh well, just trying shooting heat.
Go for it, Viking, go.
There we go.
Whoa.
I just see many movies where people just standing next to tanks where they're
Gonna
using
check
heat
to it.
rounds.
Yeah, essentially you can get the internal body injuries from standing right next to a gun when it fires.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't tried the minigun.
Yep.
Task loading heat rounds. So task guys, go nuts, we'll just set up the final part of the course here.
Keep people in line here, I'll take action and set last thing up.
Cover that.
Yaxo on me.
Who's not had a go on the minigun, line up behind me here. If you have had a go on the minigun, go line up behind the tusk.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Line up, gentlemen. Not group up.
What have we have done in both?
If you've had a go on the minigun, then line up behind the tusk.
Yeah, but-
Otherwise, line up behind me.
Yeah, but
frag round, it's a high explosive.
Yeah,
Alternatively,
yeah,
it would be like a big bullet. They don't have any frag rounds as far as I know.
Yeah, I think you told it.
I just saw the canister impact and there's so many small bullets
Are you
hit
sure?
taking the tank out there.
Basically a tank shot.
But in Ace, I'm not sure then. But in real life, it's either one big bullet or one big explosive shell.
Let's see.
My guy can't sit down.
Has everyone had a gun?
Weird.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Sit over there with that. Oh, no one's in the tank, next one up.
God
Hello.
damn it.
It was definitely somebody in the tank, so.
That was the second time
was
it happened.
someone in the tank.
Still alive. Quick stick a slam behind it.
I don't need to be clipped.
Okay, yep, there we go.
Whoa! Fragged out, fragged out.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna die. Goodbye.
What?
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Throwing stones at the window
Let's get back in the line.
How the hell did you throw a stone?
Mike, you can't get up quick enough.
I tend to accept that when there's a bad
No,
guy,
I
go
assumed
in
I couldn't
line,
get up
just
it
slide
quick
in.
enough, so I accepted my fate.
Wonder why that didn't blow.
It was a stone.
Be advised to teleporting some
asshole.
targets in range.
I like that everybody ran and I'm just sitting. Well, I have to accept my fate.
I like how nobody
the
else
stones
followed it.
Yeah, we had a chance, you don't.
Viking, you just jumped on that frag, right? Metal
Yeah.
honor for you, son.
You tank gunner disappear and fuck those trucks up too. Which trucks? The Humvee's parked up there. Roger.
I really want to cut off brake cables for Humvees. Okay, cutting wire. No fence.
Wanna check out my teeth?
Next. Do a little tank.
How's it going, Toad?
To the next indirect fire course. Have I missed anything so far?
I wish I
got
would have
to
known
play
about
that
the laser rangefinder thing on the tanks earlier for all them tank TVTs we played.
You didn't know about them.
I'll explain reactions to ambush, and then you guys are actually gonna be doing shit to them.
Okay. I'm gonna quickly gonna get this SOV out of here.
Okay.
Hey guys, I just jeep, so I don't know if it's too late.
Not for the convoy part. We just did some range because you're gonna depend on being able to use your weapons for this course. So I want to make sure you actually knew how to do it.
Yeah, what did I miss at the beginning? I hope nothing special.
Just a motivational statement and range time.
Okay, Verox expedite, get people down here. We literally just finished.
And we're here. Good timing.
Foxy.
Hey, why?
Oops.
Okay, guys, listen up. Next thing we're going to go over is how to actually organize a convoy. We'll go over order of march, marshalling forces, all that shit. So I'll just take this one at a time. First off, we have marshalling forces, and that's essentially right now we have this bunch of vehicles, and they're all cluster fucked up. We have no real clue who's doing what and whatever. So we have to make an order of march in order to marshal our forces. If you look at the map, I have put some black X's, and that's a typical order of march for a logistics convoy. You'll see they are ordered after which weapons they have. So in front we have 3 vehicles with weapons, an M2, a Mark 19, and another M2, and then we have the trucks or the logistical vehicles. Then
don't
note for
see any black crosses.
Yeah, there's no markers on the
No
map.
markers.
Oh, they might be in fucking group chat then. Shit.
Oops.
I will remark. Sure. Okay, but you got my idea with the 3 combat vehicles in the front and then trucks coming in.
Yep.
The general idea is, of course, that we in front we have some vehicles that can fight, and then further back we have vehicles that can't really fight. The trucks can fight and they shouldn't fight since they're valuable cargo. What you want to notice also is, in order to avoid the trucks becoming vulnerable, for every 3 trucks you place, you want to place a weapons platform again, and you want to split that up so you like go M2, Mark 19, M2, Mark 19, etc. down the line. Then at the end of your formation, you also want to place 1 or 2 vehicles for what's called rear security, so you're not exposed from the rear. Okay, makes sense?
Yep.
Yep.
I'll just make sure this gets shown. Oops, well. Okay. So next thing, now we have order of march, and depending on what kind of country you're from, what kind of units you're running, you have different task organizations. In a Danish unit, it would you'd usually chop a platoon to a tasking like this, so they will just have their regular call signs. But sometimes you form up convoys and give them call signs and task organizations based on the specific situation. So you could like call the advanced guard 1 and then have 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, and then some other shit. What I like to do is use what's called drops, essentially organized into 3 or 4 vehicle units, so that you can give a number. So you have first drop is first platoon, second drop is second platoon, third drop is third platoon, etc. And then they have sub call signs as well. Make sense?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So once you have this squared away, you need a convoy commander, and he's usually designated a C2. The C2 should not be in the front of the convoy. He should be in the back with the assets he's protecting, like the trucks. So if you take in the middle of a convoy, he should be behind that middle. That makes sense. But of course he can't do it alone. He can't keep eyes on an entire convoy moving through an area just on his own. So he would need someone else to be able to make decisions for him on the move. That's why the very first vehicle, that is the leader of the convoy. He's not in command, but he leads the convoy. So wherever he goes, the convoy follows. It's very essential that you do not ever go another direction than your first vehicle, unless ordered to. And if you do that, then you essentially become the first vehicle of the convoy. It's a major problem in game that sometimes you get these guys that when first vehicle turns right down the road, then the second vehicle figures, yeah, that's not the right direction. He's crazy, and then they go off somewhere else, and then you essentially ruin the convoys, breaking it off, making it vulnerable. So you want to stay together at all times, no matter how much you trust the guy in front of you, and yeah, hope that makes sense. Next, the guy who's third in command is the very rear vehicle. He's third in command, so so essentially he can be assigned lead vehicle if the convoy has to make not a U-turn, but just have to turn 180 immediately and get out of there, get the other way. Then he's becoming a vehicle lead, and he also then he acts as third in command. If the leader and the commander are dead, then of course the rear vehicle should probably be leading the retreat.
Roger.
Okay. Next thing is logistical convoys versus combat convoys. This example I provided here, that's a logistical convoy, and that's a convoy with the purpose of obviously logistics. So that's a resupply of ammo, that's moving prisoners, that's moving personnel, it's providing ammunition, fuel, all sorts of crazy shit. It's important. It can tend to be boring in real life, but it's important work, and it's a tough job because in real warfare and even facing Taliban, those are the convoys the enemy would want to go for, and they're usually vulnerable because you don't want to use a lot of combat assets protecting them. You just want to get them moving, so you usually just chop a platoon or so to get those moving. Another thing we have is combat convoys, and obviously those convoys have a purpose, and that's find and kill the enemy. And the reason I'm telling you this is because we have two different sets of SOPs depending on what we're doing. If we're doing a logistic convoy, we have one purpose. That is get to the base where these logistics are supposed to be offloaded, and that means if we get in a fight, our only objective is to get out of it, either by going through the enemy or falling back and going around him. But we do not stay and pick the fight. We will always want to push through and get out of there, so we can get our supplies to the place they're supposed to be. Whereas a combat
on contact, how are we supposed to turn around if there's no way outside in front?
I'll teach you.
Cool.
But first off, I just need to tell you that if you're in a logistical convoy, your only objective is to protect your vehicles and get them where they're supposed to be. Whereas a combat convoy, when you can make contact, you want to focus on destroying the enemy. So you want to use different tactics. You might even find it defensible to stop when taking fire and bring the fight to the enemy instead of just pushing through or retreating when you meet them. You also want to organize differently. You don't want to organize into a long straight line moving through. You want to use platoons. So you want to have like the first three vehicles be what's called a vanguard. They're moving ahead of the rest of the column, and then you have the rest of the platoons moving behind them. So that when the first platoon make contact, the other platoons can be chopped off in different directions and be used for outflanking and outmaneuvering the enemy.
Yes.
Okay. Talked about before, advanced guard. Those are essentially the three vehicles we have in front of the convoy. Their purpose in life is to move ahead of the convoy and make contact with the enemy before the main body makes contact. Yeah.